Let me show you how simple this strategy is that I use. So every morning I open up this software called Trade Ideas, and all I have here are basically what's called gap ups. So these are stocks that are moving up pre-market before the market opens. So they move up, you know, based on news, something that's going on within the company that's good news. And so the first one I'll show you here is EKSO. So EKSO, each candle here represents 5 minutes, and this is the last candle of yesterday. So this was at right basically 4 o'clock yesterday. And if you notice, 4 o'clock yesterday, this is the first candle today. So if you notice, from here to here, it gapped up. It ended the day here at around 7:30. It opened up at $10. So it went up a pretty substantial percentage. And so a lot of traders, when they see these gap ups, they're keeping an eye on them. So it's a really popular stock. So what I do is really simple. If I just open up Paint here, basically all I'm looking to do is stocks move in waves. So I don't care about this. I'm looking to get in when it's on the dip. So you know the old saying, you know, buy low, sell high. Well, it's really all I do. I never chase a stock, so all I'm looking to do is when the stock's going down, I'm looking to get in once it starts curling back up. So the stocks do this repetitively. It's the same cycle over and over again. So I'll show you 3 examples that literally all happened today. So if you see here, what do you notice? The stock went up, it came down, it dipped, and as it was curling up, what do you notice here? These are volume bars. Look at the volume. Everybody was watching the same thing, the same pattern. So the stock came down. I bought right here at 927, and then it popped up to 1074. So I mean, think about it. If you have 100 shares, 500 shares, I mean, you have 1,000 shares, let's say 926. You sell at 1026. You just made $1,000 bucks. Boom, just like that. And all you're doing is you're buying on the curls. And then what I would do is if I'm gonna buy here, what I'll do is I'll set a stop below like these 2 bars here. So just in case it doesn't work, because it's obviously not 100% foolproof. If this doesn't work and it starts to go back down, I have a stop that automatically stops me out. So I always have a stop in place. So I'll give you a few examples, and all of them happened today, so it's perfect. Stock went up, curled down, came back up. So that was one example. Another one was CLGX. Again, look, here it is. This is on the gap from this morning. Look at this one. So this one, yesterday, it ended the day at around $53. It opened up today at $65. So look at that gap. So again, everybody's watching the stock. So again, it went up. I didn't chase the stock when it went up. I waited for it to dip, and it curled back up. So I got in here. So you get in at like 65.23, let's say, and you get out at 66. So again, if you have 500 shares, you can make 250 bucks. Boom, just like that. And it's still going up. It's still kind of going up as well. So again, you can clearly see the dip and then the curve. So that's where I get in. Another example, AXSM. All of these happened today. Gap up, it went up, it curled down, and it went back up. So you could have got in on the dip here. And it actually did a bigger one again. So it went up, curled down, dipped down. I didn't buy it here, but you could have bought it right here, and it curled back up. So you buy in at $85, let's say, and you could have sold at $87. That's $2 a share. That's a shit ton. And then there's a smaller version of that. So these are the bigger dips, but there's also a micro version of that. So GPS, which is gap, the stock gap, ironically enough, was gapping up. So there's a smaller version of that. So as you can see here, the stock, each one of these again is 5 minutes. So it went up, and then the red candle here. So it actually went down. So you could also, this is a little more aggressive. You could also buy once the next candle breaks the high of this red candle. So if the high of this candle was 1341, you could buy at 1342, and then you buy, and then you could take it on the way up. This one actually went up also like $1, which is a huge move. So it works on the smaller dips like these, and it works on the bigger dips, like something like this, where it dips here. So that's literally all I do. And the cool thing is that it doesn't matter if the stock market is going up or down, because if the stock market is going down, it literally works the same way. So a stock, let's say you wanted to short a stock, you would wait for it to go up and curl down. So you would buy here, So I don't have any examples today because I don't generally short stocks. It's a little bit harder to short stocks. You have to make sure your broker has shorts available and things like that. So I mostly just stick with buying. But again, this literally works every single day in the market over and over and over again. So I hope that helps you out. Hit me up with any questions that I could answer. There's a little more to it, but that's the basic rule. The other thing here too is I use this purple line. It's called the Vwap. It's the volume weighted average price. So generally speaking, when a stock is above the purple line, it's bullish. Bullish means it's going to keep going up, and when a stock is below the purple line, it's generally an indication that it's probably going to go down. So as it started to curl up here, you can see it actually crossed the purple line. So that's a huge indication that's going to keep going up, and sure enough, it went up on this candle. EKSO, again, you can see the purple line. Once it got above this purple line, look at that huge volume increase. That was over 2 million shares traded just in this 5 minutes. So as it curled up, went above the purple line, and boom, took off. So the VWAP is something that I use, that a lot of traders use. And now you can kind of see generally during the middle of the day, it starts to hang around the VWAP. So that kind of gets boring at that point. But I would actually watch this stock for later in the day. It might actually go higher. So I hope that helps you out. Hit me up with any questions.